Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first edition of AIA Intel. Um, our goal with this is just to make sure that you're getting as much insurance knowledge as you need. There's a lot of gaps in coverages, and we like to point those out to our customers so that if by chance you do have a claim, hopefully your insurance is covering you correctly. So, that's kind of what I'm going to point out in these videos is just kind of some common things that we see that the normal person doesn't know needs to be on their auto policy or home policy or whatever. So today I want to take a look at rideshare endorsements and really how driving for Uber or Lyft can affect your current personal auto policy. So first you need to know that there's 3 different periods in time when talking about Uber, Lyft, stuff like that. Period 1 is when you log in. As soon as you turn that app on your phone, an unendorsed personal auto policy actually goes away right at that point in time because it's considered that you're now working instead of driving for personal reasons. So, period 1, as soon as you turn that app on, your current coverage is gone. We'll go over in a second what Uber and Lyft provides during this period in time, but yeah. Period 2 is going to be that point in time when you accept a ride. As soon as you accept it and you're driving to go pick up that person, that's considered period 2. And in period 3, that's when you actually go and pick up the person until that point in time when you drop them off, and then the whole thing starts over again. So, I talked about period 1 coverage. So, Uber and Lyft do offer some different types of coverage during this. Liability coverage, they're going to give you $50,000 per person for bodily injury and $100,000 per accident. I'm not sure what your current rates are at, what your current liability coverages are set for, but at our company, or at our agency, we won't even write stuff this low. So that's just kind of something you're going to want to think about. And another thing to point out is if you have comp collision coverage on your current car, you don't have any of that at this period in the process. So if you were to get into a wreck, your car is not covered at all during this period. So that's just something that you're going to want to think about. During period 2 and 3 coverage, they do cover you pretty well. They have $1 million liability policy that you can use. They also have uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, normally about $250,000 per incident. And then they do also have comp collision coverage at this point in time, though it's worth pointing out the deductibles are pretty high. Uber's deductible is $1,000 and Lyft has a $2,500 deductible during this period of time. So how can you fix this? Add a rideshare endorsement onto your personal auto policy. It's going to make sure that you have coverage during all 3 phases of the process. So you should call your current insurance agent and ask them to add a rideshare or transportation network platform endorsement to your policy. It's going to depend on the carrier as to when it kicks in, how long it kicks in for, how much coverage they're going to offer you. But it's worth looking into. It's fairly cheap. One of the companies that we write with that I looked at offers it for $20 per vehicle per year. So that's pretty inexpensive to make sure that you're covered correctly. So that's what I got. That's the first edition of AIA Intel. I'm Zach Fuller. Thank you and have a nice day.